Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
But Kurt Angle has finally got on the bandwagon, right? Finally. Has Mike Knoxxx not been saying for over 4 years? I'm going to say it again for those who are late to the program. Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler. Bianca Belair is not turning heel. Not going to happen, people. Okay? Yes, she may interfere in Charlotte's match against Asuka. However, they're going to interweave that whole entire storyline. But she's not turning heel. I'm not knocking it at all of why you stop being or giving them your love. Because they don't deserve it. All right? If they still got mine, they earned it back slowly but surely. Listen, it's like cracking good pussy. All right? I just have to get some more of it. Thank you, Belt Emperor. Love those belts. Okay? But again, here's the thing. As I said earlier, they're not going to, why would they get away from something that works? I haven't never seen anybody complain about UFC titles.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Injustice, we will not bow down to exploitation. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand. Now this is time for free your mind.
Welcome, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show right here on Unpop Reviews channel, Mike Knoxxx channel, the Mike Knoxxx Show, wherever social media is, you can find me. I'm normally here before you in the evening time, and it is Juneteeth, and I plan on celebrating this Freedom Day with my family. So I am here this morning to just get some things off my chest. The wrestling world has had a lot of things happen in the last week since we've been here last, and I could not go. I was not in my right mind able to go another week without talking to you guys about the week in professional wrestling. So today on the Mike Knoxxx Show, we've been predicting it for weeks now. The bloodline is over. Who is the ones? Whose side are you on? Whose side are you taking? Bianca Belair on SmackDown this past week, many have said, and I'm in that group of many who have said this, was that the best promo Bianca Belair has ever cut? And as you've seen how I started off the show, I do it every Juneteenth. I do it every single Black History Month. And just a reminder.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm...
And that's what it is. We're going to talk about today on this Juneteenth, a special edition of the Mike Knoxxx Show, my favorite Black wrestlers of all time. There's so many of them that's been here, from your S.T. Jones to your Junkyard Dogs, your Coco Bewares, your Monty Browns of the world, those who don't get spoken about. But we're going to talk about my favorite Black wrestlers of all time. We're also going to talk about CM Punk shooting on the Young Bucks in AEW Collision. Is CM Punk good or bad for AEW. But I gotta start it off with the show or the storyline that I have often said is the greatest storyline in wrestling history. Okay? It is the Bloodline. It is the Usos. It is Roman Reigns, your tribal chief. It is Solo Sikoa. Well, Solo. And it is Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Paulie, Dangerously, Jerry Carcanian, and Scott Malone already put up the ones. So go ahead and throw your ones in the air for that guy right there in the Bloodline. What's good, brother? Happy Father's Day to you, the real one. I appreciate you, brother. And if you're a father as well, happy Father's Day to you as well. And thank to all the fathers out there. Listen, I say this much about Father's Day. Woke up in the morning on social media. It was like, damn, are the ladies really going to hate on us again this year? But by the afternoon time, boy, my social media timeline was flooded with beautiful black women supporting their beautiful black kings and their fathers and those who are good fathers, not a dad, because anybody can bust a nut. But can you be a father? Happy Father's Day to you. Hassan checking in. Hey there, what's going on? Happy Father's Day. Yes, it was yesterday. I appreciate you so much. Counterfeit bucks. We're going to talk about that in a second. Absolutely. Because listen, I thought for sure that AEW Collision was better than AEW Dynamite. And I may not watch Dynamite every week with my eyes and pins to the TV screen. But I will be watching Collision. What's going on, Jeffrey? How you doing, my brother? Part of the Jack Packers, but he's also a Knoxxer as well. And happy Father's Day. I appreciate you guys. And again, comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Listen, guys, the Bloodline, I have said it for weeks that it was coming to an end. And then we have people who, hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets, that say somebody else is coming. They can't end this, right? This is the greatest wrestling storyline of all time. So this Friday on SmackDown, this past Friday, as the wise man to the tribal chief was instructed to go get Jay. Right? Jay said the week before, he said it again this week. If I'm in, then he's out. Roman, being the tribal chief that he is, being the best champion I've ever seen, and the best storyline I've ever seen. All right, maybe not the best champion. I went a little bit too far there. But greatest storyline for sure. Breaks it down and says, hey, that's my wise man. When you become the tribal chief, which is it now, then you'll have your wise man. But don't lo and behold, Brother Jimmy comes out and it's on and popping. Because trust me, my son, my youngest son, Christian Knoxxx, Kip, we like to call him around here. He loves some popcorn, y'all. So the popcorn was ready. The popcorn was popping. And so was this storyline on Friday night as the brother Usos down since day one-ish. Super kick their uncle. Thanks, Dice Man. That is, you know what I mean? Giving information. Technically, he's their uncle. But hey, I digress. The cousin gets super kicked. And now we're going to get, they didn't put that picture up. I know I got it over here. They didn't, we got Money in the Bank coming up, right? Money in the Bank coming up. We're going to get Civil War, people. It's been advertised. WWE has advertised it. It's going to take place in London, England. The Bloodline, the Civil War. It's here. The Usos versus Roman and Solo. Who will be the ones? Woo! If I ruled the world, this wouldn't be happening. I don't want the Bloodline to break up. Damn it, Jay. Why couldn't you fall in line? Damn it, I know why. Because, damn it, Roman. I got to have a drink, y'all. Excuse me, up on my pinky out. Damn, Roman. Roman screwed Roman worse than Brett screwed Brett.
Have the insights to do it.
Damn it, Roman. But this is still, just the way it unfolded, the entertainment aspect of this, I was all in on this storyline right here. And I know you guys are all well as invested as I am. Also, on SmackDown, as I said, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. Girl, Bianca Belair.
Girl,
Let her have it. Charlotte Flair may be what I will always call, well, hell.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I'm just saying. Tell me when I'm telling lies about Charlotte Flair. But Bianca Belair, just looking as fine as a nice piece of chocolate pie can look, came out and told her, hey, it's not going to happen this way. It's not going down this way. I'll be here waiting. Let's see this storyline unfold as well. Cannot wait for this, people, to take place. What a storyline right now in professional wrestling. But people, you know, as well as I know, what today is all about.
And there's the people that think that they're owed an apology.
Boo!
I've grown older and wiser in my years. Sometimes it's better to be the bigger man. If you feel you're here today and I owe you an apology, here it is. I am sorry that the only people softer than you are the wrestlers you like.
CM Punk delivers a pipe bomb portray, if you will, as he shoots on the Bucks. And listen, he wasn't done there, people.
I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm tired of being nice. This is the professional wrestling business. You can call me whatever you want. You know what David Zaslav calls me? One Bill Phil. That's because I am the one true, genuine article in a business full of counterfeit bucks. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Damn, people. So I do propose the question on this Juneteeth in the midst of the bloodline coming to an end. And the greatest promo told by Bianca Belair, as this is an impromptu show, I will not be upon you the full hour today. I just couldn't go an entire another week without talking to you guys. And is AEW better off with CM Punk? Is he good or bad for AEW? Because I sit here and I tell you, I don't know the answer to that necessarily. But I do know when CM Punk is there, it's a way better entertaining show for me to watch. I tell you that much. I'm way more entertained.
Charlotte Flair.
That's all I'm saying. I'm way more entertained. I mean, the crowd was hype. The music was hype. And I know, shout out to my man Dice Man, who says a theme song cannot be one that was a song before, be rated rather as a top song. But I look at cult of personality. Listen, I can't tote the line anymore. I knew nothing about this song before CM Punk, and I don't care. Okay? Next to voodoo music by Jimi Hendrix, Hollywood H's theme song, this is bigger than that. When you hear cult of personality pop on, you lose your shit. And corn? I ain't had no corn. Yeah, you did. You had a lot of corn. Because CM Punk is, I already answered my own question, guys. I answered my own question. He is best for business. Where CM Punk is, AEW is made better because of it. And I had a talk with my man off air. Y'all know DC, the collector. Make sure you follow him on. Listen, his belt, his unveils of his figures and his title belts on YouTube. Please, guys, make sure y'all follow his channel, DC the Collector. And he's the biggest AEW fan that I know. And I mean, and he had a lot to say about CM Punk. Says what a lot of people say. Stop the crying, stop the bitching. And I answer, my reply to that is, name me a superstar. And I'll wait all year because I guarantee you can't name more than two. And I'm saying one being maybe Daniel Bryan. But listen, when I say this, I'm going to repackage what I'm saying. Let me slow down so you guys can catch up. There has not been a mega superstar in the history of professional wrestling, and make no qualms about it. CM Punk is a mega star that has not gone into business for themselves. They all do it, from Triple H to The Rock to Stone Cold Steve Austin to Bret the Hitman Hart to Shawn Michaels to Brock Lesnar. You insert HH, Macho Man, you name Ric Flair. Give me someone besides The Undertaker that's a mega star that has not gone to business for themselves. And I'll wait. So don't they all deserve it? But the line that I love the most, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was this. Play it again, please.
I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm tired of being nice. This is the professional wrestling business. You can call me whatever you want. You know what David Zaslav calls me?
One Bill
Phil.
And then
There's the people that think that they're owed an apology.
This is what I've been saying for years about you guys as wrestlers. HH just said something this past week about how they look.
I've grown older and wiser in my years. Sometimes it's better to be the bigger man. If you feel you're here today and I owe you an apology, here it is. I am sorry that the only people softer than you are the wrestlers you like.
Tell me where he's telling lies. Now, again, as a people, right? As a people, right? And not just my black people. Happy Juneteeth, okay? Not just to my people, but overall, I need you to sit here and understand something, that no matter what business that we're in, what business we are involved in, people go into business for themselves, right? I don't care if you're an Apple. Well, let me rephrase that, because Apple fans don't make fun of Android people. Android always comes at Apple. Apple don't give two shits about Android. We just don't. We all know it's all one big happy family. But the way Marvel people will shit on DC, right? Sometimes rightfully so. The way that PlayStation people will shit on Xbox. It's like the world wakes up and says, oh, he got fellatio from this woman. I can't like him. I'm never going to watch WWE again. Why do you care what that man's doing with his Johnson? Why do you care? It don't bother me. Amber Heard, she shit it all over his bed. They're both living in Brentwood as millionaires. I'm not going to not go watch Aquaman because she shitted on Johnny Depp's bed. That's between her and Johnny Depp, and get their maid to clean it. I don't know. I don't care. Wrestling fans are the same way. CM Punk, what he did and going to business for himself, so what? I don't care. When he is there, the answer is, does he do the job? Does he get the job done? That's what matters. Now, if you say, in your opinion, he doesn't, then all right. I won't argue that with you. But to say he doesn't, now that's where the lies will come in at. The comments below is on fire. Avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan, let's check him out. My man, Michael Smith, hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets. Happy Juneteenth. Things are getting a bit interesting in AEW. Of course, Death to Dirt Sheets. Jeffrey chimes in. We knew who Punk was talking to. Yeah, evidently. Yes, we did. King Vaughn Jr., make sure you check out the Victorious Ones podcast. He's out there this week also at Awesome Con. Make sure you guys get with him because he's snapping all them pictures. Bianca was in her element in every way on Friday. That's Bianca. She is doing her thug thizzle. Also, I hope you had a great. I did. Absolutely. My kids, my three young here at home, my oldest away, living her best life. My wife, I had the best Father's Day I've ever had. So shout out to my family for making me feel special. As my son would say, he said, Father's Day and Mother's Day is like having a second birthday for parents. That's exactly what it felt like yesterday. So shout out to my family for that. Money in the Bank is looking stacked. Grand Body P checking in. Salute Mike. Happy Juneteenth. As far as the Bloodline, best storyline ever. And to Coach Stone Cold Steve Austin, I am on the side I've always been on, and that is mine. Well, so are you picking Roman? Are you picking Usos? I don't know what you meant with that one. Batman chiming in. All you know, superhero of all time. All right. I like the storytelling WWE is doing with Bianca Belair. They are doing a fine job. I agree with you as well. I like what they're doing as well. Listen, people, today's show, like I said, was just a mere me just wanting to come here and speak to you guys about some things on my chest, and definitely what CM Punk had to, and what did happen, the Bloodline, what they came to do was awesome and amazing as well. But I tell you something, just one more time. So if it's okay with y'all, I just want to play it one time, because this song came out in the 90s from the movie Black Panther, and it quickly became one of my favorite songs of all time. If you don't mind.
Unity. Power.
Power to the people.
No unity, no power. White power for white people. Black power for black people. 1967. The Black Panther Party. The movement. Freedom.
Let's talk about freedom.
Let's talk about
We
freedom.
will not bow down to racism.
And so I'm going to talk about some of my favorite black wrestlers of all time on this Freedom Day. And you see a few right there on the screen right now. Ron Simmons, the Pope, Elijah Burke, D. De Niro, Booker T, Ron the Truth Killings, Mark Henry, when I was a fan of Mark Henry, but I could not deny his place in history, and I did love him at a certain point. All right. Some of the greatest of all time. Also, can we not talk about black wrestlers and being your favorite? If you are an African-American wrestling fan and you do not recognize the significance and the importance of what the New Day brought, we wanted them to be the nation of domination. They didn't want to be the nation of domination. And you know what? As much as maybe today, meaning like as of June 19th, 2023, the nation could probably fly. But when they first formed the New Day, the world wasn't ready for a nation of domination part two. I know wrestling fans, black wrestling fans especially, might have been, and that's what we clamored for. But the world was not ready for that. So let's pay some homage to the first ever official 100% black wrestler of all time in Kofi Kingston. Big E gets it. The King of the Ring winner, Xavier Woods. The things that this man, the professor, has done, and Xavier Woods should go so unnoticed and should not go unnoticed for what he did. It's amazing what he's done, what he's come from, and how he's still kicking. Also, we talked about him. Montez Ford, the Street Profits, okay? Right there, Bianca Belair, probably, arguably, for me, has become she's in my top 4 of my favorites of all time. And it's just week after week after week. And obviously, let me just get this out the way so you guys can see the whole entire shirt, okay? May he rest in peace, Shad Gaspar, friend of the program. I've interviewed him several times. Will always be one of my all-time greats as well. But Bianca Belair and the Street Profits, definitely some of my favorites of all time. And then right here, I'm going to just finish it off right here, y'all. I'm being honest. Devon Dudley, the natural Butch Reed was probably the first black heel that I actually fell in love with. Okay. Loved him. Powerhouse Hobbs, the best thing in AEW. And AEW, I'm talking to you right now. You have a severe black lacking issue on your wrestling programs. Okay? Where is Scorpio Sky? You gave me that little bullshit ass promo on Collision. I'm sorry. Where is Scorpio? Where is the African American representation on your program? You need more of it. You need it. We want it. We demand it. Powerhouse Hobbs is a star. Now make him one. Jackie, Miss Jackie, friend of the program as well. Obviously, up top, if you haven't watched Impact Wrestling over the past few years, Moose is the best thing in that company since Bobby Lashley. Okay? You also got the Pounce Monty. And listen, who else can we talk about if not Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I know black folks, I'm a woke black folk wrestling fan, don't give him the credit he deserves of being a black wrestler. But again, as I say all the time, as I repeat myself all the time, I will say it all the time just so it can be clear so you can write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck. He's black. WWE just doesn't accentuate his blackness. They go off the power of the Samoan. That's a deeper wrestling lineage and history for them. So that's what they choose to pretty much focus on him when it comes to wrestling. It's the black side. I mean, it's the Samoan side. But these guys, these girls right here, and I know I can name a laundry list of other wrestlers to go on this list. Grand Body P checks back in. Make sure you guys check out Reppin' for your Hip Hop Show. The second longest running show on the BDSR networks, the Mike Knoxxx platform network. The best damn show in radio, hip hop at its finest from a pure standpoint in the UK, live every Wednesday on Blog Talk Radio and available in our podcast, wherever podcasts are sold, because we're everywhere, okay? The New Day, Kofi Kingston storyline leading up to WrestleMania 35. It's like Xavier listened to the BDRZ network for 15 years and thought, right, that's it. Hey, he must have. I didn't even read that as I was saying it out loud about our network, but I appreciate the shout out right there. Hold up. Where is Lashley on this thing? He deserves to be there, damn it. Guess what? I don't know why he's not there. I made a slide of him. He's going to be there. Bobby Lashley is definitely on the list, Mike. Calm down. Please don't yell at me through the keyboard. That is not fair, okay? I apologize, bro. My bad. All right. Hacksaw Butch Reed from the Territory days. Absolutely, Victor. Absolutely. I just didn't like him back then. Remember, I grew up in an era where, like, I didn't like heels, right? I literally, like, growing up for me, and I remember interviewing Tully Blanchard, and I said to him, I said, man, I hate it when people was like Four Horsemen. And shout out to my cousin, Carl, who was a diehard Horseman fan, but he was like one out of, like, there wasn't many people who liked heels in the 80s growing up. It just wasn't. Just wrestling, comic books, cartoons. Everybody now is like, oh, I'm with the Joker. Oh, Thanos is my guy. Oh, I love me some Shredder. That was far in between. That's like back in the 80s, finding someone who liked it a heel in any genre was like finding a white girl with a fat ass. It didn't happen. It didn't exist back then. So for me, I just didn't like heels. But absolutely, Hacksaw Butch Reed was definitely a star back then. Dwayne Johnson's from Oakland. He doesn't get any blacker than that. What's up, Platt with 2 E's? Happy Father's Day to you. AEW is lacking with us blacks. They got Hobbs and they got Jay Lethal, but they don't use them much. Jay Lethal, they use him, but he's in a stable full of surrounded bys. You know what I mean? I just don't think, and they're not using him right, okay? Iceman King Parsons, will never forget that name ever. Okay. Again, I said these are my favorites, not the ones I know. So you can keep throwing them out there, and I'm gonna keep putting them up here as who they were. They are the foundation of black wrestling. Okay. For what it's worth, Junkyard Dog. Okay. I look at it today, and the word we use when things are like, oh my God, is cringe, right? It's cringeworthy to have seen him in those chains looking back. But back then I didn't know no better. He was what what the black representation that was on my TV. Okay. And that's what we got. And I would never get, how could I forget R-Truth? Did you not see the picture with Rom the Truth Killings on it? He's right there. I didn't forget him. Okay. I ain't gonna forget him. To me, he is the funniest wrestler in the history of wrestling. And he's not just funny, he's good. His Impact Wrestling days was amazing. Okay. And my man Eric checking in. Make sure y'all check out his podcast as well. We need teams like Doom in this era. Hacksaw and Ron was kicking ass and never smiling. The Street Profits, do they smile a lot? They pander to the crowd a lot, right? I give them that, but I get what you're saying. We want a black tag team that's militant, like the way they got Veer and them coming out there. You're right. Taking no mess, just coming out there and kicking ass. You are absolutely right with that one, Eric. 100%. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. As I said, I just wanted to come before you guys to speak a little bit. I'll be back next Monday at my regular time, okay? Celebrating the 35th anniversary of my favorite wrestler of all time, okay? That is Shawn Michaels, okay? We'll be talking about him and his 35th. Listen, that title belt, oh my God, if you have not seen it.
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
And this Thursday on Unpopular Review, we bring you top 5 Shawn Michaels matches to us of all time, right? I always got to fix it. We put top 5s. Everybody go, well, you didn't put them there. Well, why? It's favorites. We should just rename it our favorite top 5. These are our top 5s of these categories, our favorites of these our top 5 favorites of these themes we come up with. So this week, Shawn Michaels' best 5 matches of all time. And we cannot wait to bring it before you guys again. Happy Juneteeth to you. And let me just educate some people there. And I'm going to call you out. I'm not going to call you out. People on social media have to understand one thing, right? There's a world we live in that I got from the show Grey's Anatomy when Bailey and her husband would fight. And they came up with, which we all know, but it's where I equate it to church and state, right? Two things you don't really talk about. You don't talk about religion. You don't talk about politics because people are very sensitive about those things. You do not make fun of other people's holidays because you don't understand them, okay? Because it's not a made-up holiday. And even if it was, what the fuck does the Easter bunny have to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ? Absolutely nothing. We celebrate Christmas in December when the man was born somewhere in the summer months. But hey, do not make fun of us black folks celebrating the day we were set free from oppression. And that didn't even do shit. We went through Jim Crow, the shit that we still go through in this country. Okay, and I don't want to hear, well, black on black crime. Yeah, that's there. But the way they are killing my people in the streets, don't you ever come on my timeline again out of respect for me. If you respect me enough, listen to my show enough, to follow me enough and be a friend of mine, do not disrespect my people ever again. And I say that with love in my heart because I don't make fun of nobody's anything. Just because you see something on social media does not give you the right to comment when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Now, with that being said, guys, let's drink. Here's to you. Here's to me. Here's to the people that's always tuning in. Y'all know who y'all are. I love you. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. 14 years, over 3. We're on our way to 4,000 episodes, people. 4,000 episodes. So.
All this time, you've been telling us these lies. Oh. But now he's finally figured out your game. Yes, all that we would never wise up, but we're such a high black female can do.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're wrong, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to the Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News to interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready?